We are so happy to be back here with you another week for another episode of Global Women Enrichment podcast. Today, we will be we will be having real talk with you, our listeners, and with the ladies, Dr. Brown and Payola. So, tell me, ladies, what have you been up to lately? Dr. Brown, I know you're always up to something, so we are going to keep it real because it's real talk. So tell me, what have you been doing this week? How has your week been
this
doing?
week
Yes.
or this year?
You can do it this year, or you can do it focus down to this week.
So let's talk about real talk.
Yes.
Let's get real with our
Yes.
listeners. We don't want to be artificial. We want to tell you that we're real. We experience life just like you do. And so for me in the healthcare world, my real world is dealing with life and death issues every day. And there are days that you don't want to do this journey. There are days when I have to do everything in my power or through the strength of the Lord is a better way to say it, to put on the face and go and face the public and do what I have to do. So real talk for me, Venoria, is that conversation I have with other women and patients that life is tough. I remember my son saying to me one day, "Mom, is this what life is about? You just wake up, go to work, pay the bills, get tired, go back to sleep and get up and start all over again?" And I say, "Yes, son, welcome to life. This is what life is like." He says, "Mom, how do you deal with it when you feel like you need to get off?" I say, "I cry. I go in my bed, I cry out to God, and I go to sleep. And I wake up refreshed in the mornings, and I say, okay, God, here we go again." And I said, each day you need to find purpose in what God wants for you that day. And as he and I were having that conversation, somebody walked up to him and praised him for the work he was doing and how wonderful he is to customers. And his smile was from ear to ear. And when she walked away, I said, that's what I'm talking about. Here you are talking to me about something hard, something difficult. She walked up and you immediately went on stage. You smiled your best smile, your eyes lit up. I said, that's what I'm talking about. That's your purpose. So real talk is life is dreary. It's the same routine. We're like the hamster running on the wheel. But we jump off, we sleep, we get up, and we go at it again. That's real talk for me.
And that is real talk from Dr. Sandra Brown. Let's hear what the lovely Payola has to say.
Oh, well, last summer, July 2nd, I turned 60. I organized a great party. I needed it all. I wanted it all because it was a blessing for me to turn that age because my biological parents did not make it to 60. So I went all out. And then I had some good friends and family members that came to town. And then it wasn't done in Miami, unfortunately. We went to Jupiter. It was an entire weekend affair.
Wow.
Yes, so I even had fireworks.
Oh, how precious.
Awesome.
That's great.
Fireworks. And then people were dancing. It was very nice because we were not even over the pandemic. We thought we were going to go over the pandemic. Then, and then so it was nice to have everyone out. And then the weekend, and then it was hotels. Well, it's just like, it was great. But this is to show you I am transitioning to a new life. and stepping down as the chairwoman of the board of the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce. I have lots of time in my hand right now, but to figure out what I want to do. And then at my age, I have to wait also for retirement, waiting for retirement. And now every morning I feel pain to get out of my bed to go to work. It was like, do I have to wait for 4 years, 5 years to go like this? So this has been, it's hard. But and then I pray God to give me strength and then to do it. And then as get busy with other things, of course, you finish with one task, other things, come on board and then to do. But I really, like your son said, Sandra, that, is it how it's supposed to be? My children said, I don't want to be working that hard when I'm your age, mommy. So I said, good for you, good. But right now it's a struggle for me to really go and endure it. Ladies, pray for me, give me strength, and then to continue my journey because it's not over yet. Although I think it's over because I had a beautiful party and then I think this, but this is not it. And then I need to continue and then to make it through to start enjoying my retirement. So that's my talk.
Wow. And that is real talk. And
What
Paola
about
does
you?
not, give me a minute, Dr. Brown. Paola does not look anything near 60. Just go to tell you, age is only a number.
That's
real
right.
talk with Venoria. Yes. Listen, in April, I traveled on the other side of the world to see my 4-year-old grandson. He was 3 at the time. And basically, he is just a little fireball. He would tell me, Grandma, yes, Kenny, go to your room. He literally would walk me to my room and close the door behind him, okay? So I was like, okay, so I said to my daughter, is this for real? Did I really travel this distance to be held hostage by a 3-year-old? Okay, so it is real talk for me. It's just the joy of having a grandson. He's my first one. And yes, I spoil him every chance I get. I FaceTime with him every night. He gets tired of me. Sometimes from the time he hears my voice, he goes running all around the room. And then he comes back and he's like, Grandma, let me filter. Oh, yeah. He wants to go through the whole different games with filtering you. You change the different colors. And it looked like he's maybe playing in a whole, in a like a Disney park or something. All the different filters that it has out there. I'm telling you, the kids these days, they can maneuver the different, what should I say, the computer like an adult, better than some adults. And so I FaceTime him every night. One night recently, he said to me, I said, Kenny, I'm going to have to say good night because Grandma has to get up to go to work. And instead of telling me good night, he said to me, Grandma, I'm too tired to say good night. So that is real talk for me, spending time with my grandson and loving every minute of it, even though we have to do it. I'm back in Miami, so we have to do it from, we have to FaceTime. But it's okay. It's all good. Yes, so another real talk for me is I will be forever wearing mask. Yes, because I do believe in as much protection as possible. And I know different people have different reasons for not wanting to wear the mask or what have you, but especially to me when you're traveling, like when I was traveling.
Oh, this mask.
Yeah, this mask.
Okay.
Oh, not a different kind of mask, an actual physical mask. Yes,
You got me off there.
Oh, you thought I
you
was
were-
wearing oh no, not that mask. What you see is what you get.
Okay.
Yes, okay, keeping it real.
That's what I thought.
Right, so when I was traveling to Oregon, I had on my mask and I had on my shield. To me, it's not about looking cute anymore. It's about protection, okay? So as much as I love to look cute, and I hope I'm looking cute right now, I love to wear my mask, and I'll be forever wearing a mask, especially when I'm traveling. Because I think even prior to the pandemic, I think we all should have been wearing masks because you get on a plane and it's so congested and People are coughing, people are sneezing, people have runny noses, and you're all so up on each other with strangers that you don't even know. I was on a flight one time, and when the flight took off, the lady turned to me and she's like, I'm afraid of flying. And she held my hand and she's like, I'm afraid of flying. And I'm saying to myself, I'm afraid of flying too. What do you want me to do? That's what I was saying to myself. And she literally was crying because she really has a fear of flying. And she held my hand throughout the entire flight. This is a stranger that I don't know, you know? So, but that is just my take as far as the mask is concerned. Any opinion, Paola?
I totally agree with the mask. And then, as a matter of fact, speaking about again my birthday, it was everyone. I would say 95% of them were vaccinated, so we didn't have to worry too much. It was outdoor. So someone came and said, "I can't believe it. I'm at Paola's party. No one was wearing a mask because we were outdoor. It was different. I did it purposely for that." Anyway, I totally agree with you. And then now, not talk to anyone without it, and not even travel, don't go anywhere, just like be in my environment and then keep it safe. Another real talk that I have. The past 3 years, I've been using essential oils, which you know. And then now I'm getting more involved in it, meaning like, have a book, read, learn about each oils, what it's supposed to do, how the effect, like, emotional effect, physical, and then the well-being of having these oils to make to you. It could be, now what I do is like people, when I talk to them, which maybe when we're done, we're going to do a session with you about what each individual oil. I don't know, when you came here, you probably smell something. It's just like it's one of them. There's a purpose, a reason why you use each and individual oils. So when I do it, it just like, to me, it's just like I find peace, I find sanity. I am happy. My inside, it's just like, so the world that's no limit for me when I do. And then I invite you guys to do a session with you. It's either to sleep. I don't take a sleeping pill anymore for the past 3 years because I use this, and then I say, okay, which one I'm going to do tonight? And then reading the elements and then the ingredients that are in each, or if it's a blend or a single oil, and then so we know exactly what to do, the purpose of it. Like for myself, and I definitely, peppermint is not going to be in any tea, anything at night, because it keeps you awake, it keeps you alert, and then it do this. And then I have my chamomile, this is a specific thing, and then I know I can sleep with it, and the lavender and stuff. So basis for me, it's my girlfriend said, like, it's a ritual, something good and then healthy. It's emotional balance I find with. And then it is super. I don't know what I did before. I was like very angry, and then very not unhappy. I don't look unhappy.
No, you're
but this
definitely.
definitely make a difference in my life these days. Yeah.
I think that's great. I think
Yes.
I think that's it's amazing because you
my
talked about
therapy.
your retirement, and now you're talking about something that could be your new life, helping others to discover the essential oils and finding ways to soothe, because life is stressful, But if we can use some of these oils in our everyday life, at night, in the morning. I like the ginger in the mornings to go to work, and I love lavender at nights. And I can't wait to get the next aromatherapy massage and, things like that. So I'm not one to sit down and study it, but I like to hear it from others. And I believe in using aromatherapy and what it does for us. And these are all natural. So I think that's great. And I want to talk about the mask.
Okay. Tell me about the
I
mask.
want to talk about the mask, and I want to keep it real.
Yes.
So with the pandemic, we all discovered just how much people spit on each other.
Oh, wow. That's keeping it real.
Let's keep it real. So I believe that we all should have masks forever. I don't see why we need to put away the mask. I don't want anybody up close and personal in my space talking to me without one of us having on a mask. So if you're talking and I have on a mask, that's okay. And I can talk to you from behind my mask if you don't want to put on yours. I know sometimes I'll have to be on stage to sing because I'm a part of the worship team and we won't be in mask. but at least the audience is far away, because in the pandemic, we learned that that was a super spreader. Singing, being in a church, singing, choirs were spitting on everybody.
Yeah.
Okay? And that transmittal is always there. We just don't see it. So I am a firm believer that we can put our mask on and then get all the colors of the rainbow to match our outfits and be fashionable.
What about
with the
outdoor,
mask.
Dr. Brown?
Outdoors, we don't have to wear masks if they say so. If you gather in groups, you have to wear mask. Outdoors, I will wear my mask if someone is going to talk to me. When I go outside to walk, I walk without a mask, but I always have a mask so that if there's another walker close by, I put it on out of respect for them and to protect me. But if you're outdoors and in a group and people are talking to you, I don't want anybody spitting on me.
So what's the distance when someone spit on you and then to get it?
I think,
What's the, how many feet
well,
you're supposed to
a
be
lot of
away
people
from
like
each
to
other?
come up close and personal in your personal space.
Yes.
That
Oh,
needs
I
to
hate that.
stop.
Yes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think hands length, we can talk like 4 feet, 3 feet away and not be worried about the transmittal. You know, if we're thinking of a disease and a virus, even that is too close. But if we're talking, we're vaccinated, we're not worried, you know, like you ladies, your family, I feel comfortable with you, right? But if you have strangers around, you don't know what's going on with them. So wear your mask or step back. Don't feel offended to tell people, please step back, or you step back if you're not comfortable.
Right. And I love that. What is so funny though, Dr. Brown, and I don't know if you guys have experienced it, but I have several times and I like want to scream or just do the hand. Sometimes you're standing in line, whether at a supermarket to cash out or wherever, and people forget that you're still doing the distancing.
You don't go anywhere.
I just go to Publix.
Okay.
Basically. Publix and Walgreens. Walgreens. Remember I said initially food and medication. Yes. That's it. Okay. So I'm in the line. This happened several times. And someone is like right up on me. And I'm like, okay, so I'm moving. I moved away. And every time I moved away, that person
Use
keep
your
coming.
basket to keep people away from
coming.
you.
So what
That is a
about
very
what
good
about
idea.
the distance that they have, the 6 feet on the floor?
Yeah, it's like they don't
respect
pay
that?
attention to it. Some people do not pay attention to that.
Yeah. Use your basket. I go up to the register and I keep my basket behind me and I push it a little bit so they have to stay behind it. Right. I put my things on there and I keep that basket there.
So
Now, you have to move the basket to put the stuff in. So I move down to where I'm going to pay and I'm not afraid to say, step back, please.
wow. Yes, I had to do that one time and I had to say, still 6 feet. I just had to point and say that is still the protocol.
Yeah, you give the look too.
And I
then-
gave the look. Sometimes
yes.
I don't speak. I just turn around and looked at them, and that is a look.
You should just take your mask off and cough at them.
No. No, that's a little too real. I don't want to do that because they might turn around and do it as well. So, yeah, but people
That's
need to be
keeping it
cognizant of people's space, you know, especially you don't know people. Just to let you guys know, all 3 of us are vaccinated, okay? Yes, so keeping it real. Audience, we want to hear from you, okay? Send us in whatever questions you may have at gwenrichment@gmail.com, and we will be happy to answer those questions for you. We have kept it real, and we want you, the listeners, to keep it real as well. So thank you, and until next time, have a great evening.